story is a work of fiction. Similarities between characters or events to persons living or dead in your world are purely coincidental. Only those who have agreed to the above have the privilege of partaking in this game. The contract has been sealed. The world is not as it should be. It's filled with distortion, and ruin can no longer be avoided.
Don't make me laugh! Justice! Righteous! Keep that shit to yourselves! Now, let's see you drop dead one at a time in front of your precious friends! Die!
What you just saw was a glimpse of the future should our protagonist fail in his quest to set reality back to its original state. Reality, for whatever reason, has shifted into a game-like world. It is the duty of our hero to set out and find the cause of this change. But he must first awaken from his slumber, and that he shall do. The story begins with the protagonist waking from slumber, only to realize that things are not as they appear to be. He awakens to see a prompt reading, "Get out of bed," in front of him and is confused as to why.
What is that? And why is it there? How and why am I already dressed? Am I inside? Tutorial?
Is nearest protector, a light sword and shield combo. You have much higher than average attack speed, but you'll have lower than average attack power. The shield grants you an extra 20% defense and doubles any HP gains you receive. Another drawback is that any healing done by you is cut in half. This is Roki and Rogue. It looks amazing! However, the blade's innate accuracy is... oh god, negative 90%. When using, attacking every successful hit increases the chances of a critical strike. Furthermore, there is a secret power within this weapon. If you can land 5 attacks in a battle, you will be granted access to Ragnarok. If you ever get to use the damn thing. Your next attack is a guaranteed critical hit with 300% critical damage buff. What kind of... Are you sure you want to use this? special type of weapon that specializes in critical damage. Unfortunately, you'll have low critical resist, but you'll have a 30% bonus to critical damage. Normally, during your attack phase, you will only be able to perform one attack with the blade, but using the Convert ability, you can attack twice. This weapon also has an extra 15% chance to deal critical attacks, and a 5% chance to cancel any incoming attack from the enemy towards it. The cancel attack does not deal damage until you upgrade it.
Okay. I think I can finally leave.
Hey, aren't you forgetting something?
Where is that?
Over here! I don't know how, and I don't know why, but for some reason, I have the
You're
ability
joking.
to connect to technology, and I can talk to you through your watch.
You're actually in my watch.
Yes, it's me. What about it?
Okay. God, this just keeps getting weirder, weirder by the minute. Wonder what's gonna happen next. Man, when was the last time I wore that? Anyway, it looks like I can finally get out of here. So looking for some answers to what's going on. Damn it. What the hell is going on here? Is that what I think it is? What's going on? Got out of bed, was already dressed, there were arrows and music and shit around my room. I couldn't go downstairs, I had a weapon. I don't know what's going on.
What's with the outfit?
This here is the hero of our story. His skill set mostly relies on dealing critical damage and taking risks. He has the perfect balance between all of his central stats, and while he excels in certain areas, he is just as flawed in others. His weapons allow for steady critical damage, yet he himself will receive more than normal. Eric's unique-looking jacket enables him to have a natural 5% damage resistance. Protagonist's best friends. His weapon of choice is a shotgun, and thanks to his jacket, he has a special ability to target all enemies on screen and damage them no matter what. Unless he is inflicted with an accuracy-lowering status ailment or falls under half health, he will never miss an attack. Unfortunately, he is only allowed one attack per turn, and while he can deal massive damage, his health is incredibly low.
How do you know all of that just from me looking at
Well,
him?
when you touched him, I just knew.
Oh. Okay.
Who are you talking to?
My watch. So, what happened was a friend of mine got turned to the AI, and she's on my watch, and I can talk to her. I don't know.
Look, all I know is that I woke up and closed. I'm here trying to figure out what the hell's happening, so we should probably see if anybody else is experiencing this.
You wanna go see it? Oh,
You see that?
yeah, I do. Guess we're going to James' house.
Great.
Also, what's up with your fit? How did you get that jacket out of my room?
I don't know. I have no clue. I figured you would know. This is not normal, so kind of freaking out here.
Well, let's just go to James' house, see if he knows anything.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, let's get moving.
As they make their way to James's home, they trade ideas of what could have reasonably caused this to happen. They even question if someone recited a spell, and they even ask if God himself did this. Drawing multiple blanks, they decide to leave the conversation alone as they approach James's home.
Yo, James. James. Yo. Damn it. James. Do I know you?
Yeah, you do. You do know this.
I don't believe you met before. I don't believe you met before. You're joking, right? I don't normally joke. Dude, you've known this since elementary school. Quit screwing around. You're gonna remember who we are. Do I know you?
James, where are your brothers?
My brother. Brothers? Dude, I think they're gone.
I think so.
Who are you and what have you done? Hey, cool it!
We haven't done anything yet, man. Snap out of it.
Snap out of what, kid? Yeah. Why are you dressed? Why are you dressed? Are we going somewhere? Finally, you're back to me. So, you two aren't screwing.
No, we're losing what we have to do.
So you're telling me the world's out of whack, you can talk to your watch, my brothers are missing, and this is basically a video game.
Yeah, more or less.
And you want me to figure it out.
Yeah. Tried calling Juan. He didn't answer. I tried something about him by his house. For whatever reason, the doors are already unlocked. It's kind of weird. I don't know.
Wait, I know he's kind of forgetful, but it's not that bad when he leaves the door wide open and he's not there.
So I guess we gotta find them. Okay, well, just give me a second.
How did you get those out of my room?
I don't know. I went down to grab something, and these were the only things I could interact with. But either way, we have to go.
This long-haired fellow is another one of our hero's best friends. His weapons of choice are the sword and shield. Just because this shield is meant to defend doesn't mean he won't use it to smash someone's face in. Boasting significantly higher HP, defense, and resistances compared to his friends, he's often the last one to go down in a fight if things get a little too hard for the other two to handle.
We have to go. So, where to?
We're going to the factory.
I guess we're into the fight.
So did you decide that before or after the objective uploaded?
When did that happen?
Right after I just said where to.
Someone or something is listening to us because every time we decide to make a course of action, it changes. Let's just go. Let's go. This ain't the factory. I guess our destination is getting Navy. What else?
Hey, hold on a
Hey,
sec.
hold on a sec.
Apparently there's a battle tutorial you'll need to do. I just got
Check where it
information
came
for
from?
it.
No, I'm not very surprised you can talk to
No, I can't.
I mean, like, give it 50 years. Maybe we may be able to, too. I hope so.
Okay. There's a battle tutorial we have to do.
But there's no enemies around.
Well, since you have the most health and defense out of the three of us, you'll be our standing enemy.
You're joking, right?
No.
Wait, why are you fighting?
In this new world, all combat is dictated through turn-based fighting. Whenever a battle begins, the heroes always have the first acting phase, with Eric starting, and afterwards, all turns have their order to turn by their speed stat. A full turn is completed once everyone in combat acts, and it's Eric's turn to act again. The amount of damage you do is based off your power stat versus the enemy's defense stat, and if they have an attack defense boost. Select the attack option to do a basic attack, and decide between gun or sword. Two special commands unique to them that gives them a distinct advantage in battle. Eric has the convert and crush commands available to him. The convert command allows him to transfer his gun attack into an extra attack with his sword, giving him 2 strikes. If you use the crush command, he'll perform an attack with strength equal to 2 times his current power that has a 20% chance to lower the enemy's defense by 20%. After using the attack, his speed will be lowered by 20 for 1 turn. Kevion's special commands are Break Shot and Anticipate. Break Shot enables Kevion to increase the damage of his next attack by 15% at the cost of 5% of his own health. Anticipate gives Kevion a 50% chance to dodge any oncoming attack until his next turn. It also gives him a 50% chance to stop any attack towards his teammate 1 time until his next turn. After using this, it will be unusable for 2 turns. James' special commands are Force Wall and Siphon Guard. When First Wall is activated, for 3 turns, James reduces all damage taken by 50% for everyone at the cost of being completely unable to act for those 3 turns. Once Force Wall is over, it cannot be used again for 6 turns. Siphon Guard enables James to receive 25% less damage, and a teammate of his choosing is healed for 5% of the damage James takes. Reduces all incoming damage by 75% until that person's next turn comes around. We'll discuss skills and healing in combat at a later date. For now, experiment with what you have and complete.
By the way, what's your friend's name?
Oh, yeah, I guess I never said it, did I? Her name is Versa.
Gotcha. You got any ideas?
No, racking my brain, trying to come up with an answer. Versa doesn't know anything. I'm sure neither you or Cavion knows anything. You can't get in contact with Juwan, and to make things worse, your brothers are missing.
What can we do? Gramps and Walter are acting really weird too. I don't.
Really? What about your mom?
I believe she was upstairs. I'm not even sure.
We gotta figure out something to do here.
Well, we aren't gonna get anywhere asking question after question amongst ourselves. We need to go somewhere else to ask people around there.
Well, where do you propose we go? Downtown? Okay. But that still doesn't take into account, the rules of the game world that we're in.
Well, we'll just make sure to be extra careful, because we don't have any revive items. We don't even know if revive items even exist. And I'm the only one who has any type of healing. While he may have the least amount of health, you need to be the most careful.
Are you saying that because I tend to go a little power hungry when I play these kinds
That's
of games?
exactly why I said that, because we don't need you going out power leveling and then getting killed in the process. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that if you die, we all die, because that's maybe how the game works.
Okay, I'll take it easy then. Kinda sucks though. Well, regardless, we have shit to do.
Agreed.
Agreed? Alright. Downtown we go.
Looks like my friends are going on an adventure. Eventually they'll come around to my way of thinking. After all, they asked for this.